Hey, what's going on, Cancers? Butch Tarot here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it will not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. Take what applies. Um, yeah, and we're going to be using the Celtic Tarot. So let's get right into it. What do we have? Let's come to board them. What should they be aware of? What's happening? First, what's going on? What do we need to know? Show me. All right, Cancer. So the first thing I see is I see that you're dealing with somebody already, but I feel like there's a lot of trust issues here. You know, I feel like you have sleepless nights wondering whether or not you can trust them. Like we see here, waking up in the middle of the night, you know, it's driving you crazy because I feel like you don't know if you made the right call. You know, I feel like you question whether or not this is the right situation for you. Because I feel like there's some red flags there. I feel like you feel like there's some sneakiness. You know, there's some questions that aren't being answered. There's some, like I said, there's some red flags. And I feel like you're in your head a lot about this. That Virgo energy, that Hermit card. I feel like not only do you have those sleepless nights, but I feel like during the daytime you catch yourself thinking about this. You know, just starting to regret maybe giving time to this, because I feel like it's almost like there's no real forward movement with this. If it feels like you put in all the work, and it feels like you're not getting anything back. And it seems like there's almost somebody else. Like, to you, you think there must be somebody else because they're not giving attention to you like you want. But I don't feel like that's the case. Because the first thing I get is the Three of Pentacles. I feel like they're swamped at work, or with their stability, they're swamped. And I feel like they've been telling you that, but I feel like part of you still thinks that there's something going on other than that. Like, this can't possibly be what's taking up all their time. And why are they so focused on it? But the reason I say that is I feel like they're still focused. They still want to move forward with this, with you. But I feel like they're so concentrated on that right now that it's almost like they can't pull themselves away. You know, I feel like I feel like you're just trying to decide whether or not you made the wrong call here. And I feel like it's to the point where they're not giving you the attention that you need. You know, they feel very distant even when you're together. Even when you're around each other, they feel very distant to you. But like I said, they do want to move forward. I feel like they're just really tied up, like I said, with their stability. That's all they can seem to think about. But I feel like if they want you know, if this is going to work, they need to change their perspective here and realize that they can't shut you out like that. You know, that hangman in reverse. Start looking at things in a different perspective here. I feel like maybe both of you need to do that a little bit. Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of sneakiness going on with this person. I feel like what they're telling you is the truth. Like the reasons they're giving you for being distant, I feel like is the truth. I feel like either it's a stability thing or something from the past that they're trying to clean up. But I don't feel like they're intentionally trying to shut you out. But like I said, I feel like they need to change perspective because in a real relationship, you can't be shutting people out. Whether or not it's for genuine purposes or not. I mean, I feel like they need to change their perspective and realize that, in order to be with you, they have to be there all the time and they have to be part of this. They have to give to this. We got some Aries energy. Like I said, I feel like it's a matter of they don't see what they're doing to you. And they need to change their perspective on that because I feel like it's not fair to you to leave you with so many questions. Like I said, I feel like they're very headstrong toward the situation that they're dealing with. And it's kind of taking up all their time. But they need to know that if they keep that up and they don't let you in, that they're going to lose you. And I feel like they will come to that conclusion. But I do see like there's love on both sides here. This is something that isn't there's no sneakiness here. I feel like you're picking up on it because like I said, I feel like they feel very detached. But as for love, I feel like they still have feelings for you, strong feelings for you with that king and the queen. So I feel like you have strong feelings for each other. I feel like this is a matter of just letting you in and really sharing what's going on in their life. And I feel like they will get that Aquarius energy. I feel like they're gonna have that change of perspective and realize if they don't nurture this, they're gonna lose you. And I feel like that's going to cause them to move closer to you. Like I said, I feel like they're oblivious to what they're doing. I feel like they're not picking up the vibes that you're picking up. They're not really necessarily realizing that you are picking up those vibes. But like I said, it's something that has to be. There has to be communication here. Because I feel like things need to change. And if they don't change, they're going to lose you. And I feel like that's going to scare them. Like, I feel like that would be something that they don't want. I feel like that's something that's not what they're looking for at all. This isn't what's going on right now isn't their intention isn't to hurt you. And I feel genuinely that they're not trying to hurt you. Like I said, I feel like they're dealing with other issues, and with that Three of Pentacles, I feel like it's, a work thing or a school thing or just something instability in general. Like their feelings for you haven't changed. That's one thing I can tell you. And the fact that they want to move forward with you, that hasn't changed either. But like I said, they need to change their perspective and realize they need to let you in. And I feel like they will. Like I said, I feel like they're going to realize, that they could possibly lose you. At this point right now, they don't feel like that's even a thing. They feel like you're not, they don't, I get the sense that they're not feeling like you are picking up, that you're feeling this way. Like I said, I feel like there needs to be some communication to let them know that this isn't fair to you. Like this is how I feel. Why do I feel this way? It's because I feel like I'm being left out in the cold. And that's what you feel like. And that's why you have that Nine of Swords, those late nights thinking about things. And like I said, as well as I feel like recently you started to regret even, letting them in. But I feel like that comes and goes. I feel like you're not quite out of it. Like you still want to be with them, but you don't want to be with them like this. But like I said, I feel like this is going to change. I feel like they're going to realize, that if they don't start focusing on this and stop focusing on other things, that they're going to lose this. And I feel like that's going to cause them to change. Like we have changes here, new perspective. And I feel like they're going to nurture this. Because like at the end of the day, I feel like they have a lot of love for you. And they're not intentionally doing what you think they're doing. They're not intentionally trying to hurt you. They're not intentionally trying to leave you out. I feel like they're just trying to deal with their own things without, involving you. And I think it's a matter of pride is what I get from this. Like I said, we have some Aries energy, some Virgo energy. I don't feel like I said, I don't feel like there's a whole lot of, there's not anything that I don't see anything that you have to worry about. So I don't feel like genuinely they do care about you a lot. And they do want to make this work, and they don't see this ending. They don't feel like I said, I feel like the communication's there because they don't see this affecting you the way it is affecting you. So that's what I have for you. Thanks for watching. Be good. Stay safe.